Hello, and welcome back to the Ottr podcast. Joss here. I just wanted to jump in before the episode starts and say what we're going to be talking about in this episode. Ben, our lovely, lovely, sweet Ben, is back from his honeymoon, so we're going to be talking all about his wedding and what it's like now being a husband, being a married man. We talk about the GTA 6 leak that has just come out. We all love GTA 5, as I'm sure some of you did, so we're talking about how excited we are for the new version dropping. And a bunch of other cool stuff. So, if you'd like to watch the video version of this podcast, you can go and check it out on YouTube. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. Cheers.
We're in the building. All four otters are here. We have got the long and illustrious Ben Lawton back in the building.
Illustrious?
Yeah, do you like that word?
Is it illustrious or
Illustrious.
I've not heard that
It's
before.
an I before it.
What does it mean?
It means sexy and good looking.
Wow.
Ben Lawton, you're back in the room and there's an extra bit of metal on your finger. What is going on?
Oh, good observation.
Before we do that though, let's crack open the white monies. Sorry, on script.
Oh, I can't even get under it.
Here, I've got a
That's what she
coin.
said.
Oh,
A euro coin.
thank you, mate.
Cheers to Monster Energy for the plug. Dealt. One day.
Oh, that's a nice crisp open there, Maximus.
How does it feel being a married man?
Do you want me to give you the brutal honesty about it?
Go on.
Exactly the same. It feels no different. The only times in now is that, ironically, I guess, from like social jokes and stuff like that. Whenever like Amber tells me to do something, I'm a bit more like, oh, yes, wife, you know. But I guess I'm playing into that a bit more because I think it's funny. But the longer I do it, the more I feel, oh my God, it's becoming a thing. But it's not.
It must be quite nice to say, my wife. Oh, my wife would really like this. Or, my wife's at home, better get home. Rather than my girlfriend or my partner. Or, I guess fiancé is quite nice. But now you can say, my wife. My wife.
My
My
wife.
wife.
Mate, the temptation not to say that constantly has been,
Yeah.
because I don't want to be that guy.
I will be that guy.
I don't know. It's a bit more, I guess, because the baby is there and like she's pregnant, that just is the priority spot. So I think like I need to get home to my pregnant ex, like wife, fiance, girlfriend, whatever, rather than the wife be the main stakeholder of the conversation. But it's cool. It's the weirdest part really is like going on Facebook or Instagram and seeing Amber Lawton, not Amber Francis, and actually seeing that written down, because obviously we joked about, oh, your name's gonna be Amber Lawton and stuff, that's cool. But actually seeing it written down on a social media platform in the text is a bit like, fuck. I guess like if you ever do design work and then you see it printed, it's like, oh fuck, that's it's here now, it's physical.
To be fair, I did see where one of her posts came up on Instagram and it said Amber Lawton. I was like, who is that?
Yeah.
I don't follow Amber Lawton. I was like, oh yeah, no, they're married now. Yeah, okay.
How was it though? Greece for your wedding. It's a wedding that you've always wanted. You always wanted to go abroad for it.
Yes.
Were you happy with it?
It was by far the best day of my entire life.
Wow.
Bar none. Not even close to anything else. And it's the most bittersweet moment because it's such an amazing day and you're kind of expecting it to be an amazing day. And then it ends. And it's like, if I live a really good life, I'll never get married again. And that's kind of like bitter to think about because I'm never going to experience that again. But I have the best memories, and thanks to you, Dan, some of the best photos, and a video incoming. But yeah, it was just, you know that Homelander meme? It was perfect down to the last minute detail. You know, in that one? No. Joss, put that in.
Okay.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like that. It was just, I wouldn't change anything.
And like the day after Christmas, where you're so gassed, and then it's the day after you think, oh, it's another day now.
But worse, because you know another Christmas is coming.
Yeah.
There's no other I'm never going to do that again. And let's say, for example, worst case scenario, me and Amber, something bad happens or one of us dies, or let's just say Amber dies in 20 years and then I end up remarrying in my 50s or 60s. It's not going to be your first wedding. That is like literally one of the most special days. They did say, my dad said to me that the wedding day is the most amazing, but it's the best day for the woman, and the day your first child's born is the best day for the man. And obviously I haven't had a child born yet, but the wedding was like, it's just fucking amazing. And I remember throughout the whole reception, the evening, I was checking my new watch from my best man. And I was literally counting down the minutes. Like,
wow.
I've got an hour and 45 left. Take this in.
Yeah.
Make sure you enjoy it. Oh, hour and a half, hour 25. Enjoy it. I was trying to be as present as possible and just making sure I was speaking to everyone, trying to collect as many memories as I possibly could. And then it was like, I found out the DJ was closing at 11:30, not 11. And I was like, it was like a miracle. I was like, oh my God, I got another half an hour. And then we all jumped in the pool at the end. And it was like, oh, cool.
That's sick.
We've got another 15 minutes of like experience here, you know, and it's just mint. It was so good. Can't describe it. I can describe it. I think I described it quite well. Obviously, I'm quite jolly about it.
Quite jolly.
How do you think it was, Dan? You've been. How is it going to a wedding where I guess you were like one of the most important roles in seeing someone like me get married?
Yeah, I felt like on the day I was as important as the bride, which is quite nice. You know, I've got jobs to do. That's obviously a joke. I'm not the most important. Amber and you are the most important people there. Terrible delivery, but
your dress was just as nice.
It was lovely. It was an honour to be the best man, and I just love having duties. I love like
you do, don't you?
Oh, Dan, yeah, you've got to make sure that all these people have got a drink. You need to make sure that they're going down here at the right time. And I'm just like, I'm on job when I'm there.
Director.
Me and the wedding planner, we became well tight, and I was just like, yeah,
Michelle,
cool. If you need anything, just let me know. I can come and help you. I was like her assistant, Ben's assistant. Oh, don't worry, I can run these things upstairs. Do this. I love it. I love responsibility. Things like that. It was cool. So that was really good. And then obviously the day was also really cool.
Dan loved the fact that he got to work it.
My jobs were great.
And then I took loads of photos as well. That was really nice. But yeah, as a day, it was lovely. It was smashing. The weather was obviously insanely hot. We were wearing a suit on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
Were you happy with the suit choice?
Yeah. I think everyone looked grand.
Yeah.
I thought, yeah. It's hard for me to. Everything was perfect in my eyes. So
there it is.
Yeah.
You've almost completed the Holy Trinity.
In 1 year.
Like, you got house, wife, baby, almost.
And Tesla.
Yeah.
The new Trinity. The square.
The Holy Square.
Joss, how did you find it behind us?
I thought it was such a beautiful day, and like it was so nice, mate. And I'm so happy for you both. And I don't know, it's weird as a guest there, thinking like, wow, I don't want this day to end. I can't even imagine how that must have felt for you going through that and thinking, right, I need to take this in. And it was just like, it was such a lovely night. And I know we've said it before, but the fact that everyone was there before everyone had a few days to get to know each other, it just stopped that awkward wedding thing where you don't know anyone, and you're just floating about all these different people that you don't know. So yeah, I think everyone just had such a lovely time. Yeah,
I really like how it turned out about going out on the Monday, getting married on the Friday, because like I said, those 4 days, everyone knew each other. So come to the wedding day, everyone was on like fucking, and everyone's so relaxed because they're on holiday. So no one's thinking like, you know, at a typical wedding, I'm not drinking, I got to drive back tonight, or I've got work tomorrow, I've got this, I've got the baby. Everyone's there, everyone's relaxed, no one has anything to do for the whole week.
That's so sick.
So it's everyone's just kind of looking forward to a really great day. Everyone's got a hotel booked that night on site. And everyone's there tomorrow and the day after to relax. So it was like,
it was weird. I wasn't hungover at all the next day, and I don't think on your wedding day I thought, it's you know a free bar. You know, the bar's included, so beers and wines and that are included. I didn't really drink that much. No, I thought, it's a Lawton wedding. It's gonna be a lot of alcohol consumed. But I think just because of the heat and then like how much food we ate and stuff, and just when you're there, I just didn't feel like I needed to drink that much, and because everyone was so happy and it was such a joyous day, you didn't feel like you had to drink to have fun, which is such a nice thing. So I woke up the next day feeling really fresh.
Yeah.
How was your morning after? Because you got upgraded to the Grand Suite.
We did. We got like given like a mezzanine hotel room.
Wow.
On the night. Not to sound. I guess is the only critique. Didn't really like it. I liked our old room. It was small. It was cozy. The aircon was way more efficient because it was less room. So going to the suite was a bit warmer. And like going up and down stairs when you're a bit hungover, who's got time for that? You know.
True.
But yeah, it was all right. But yeah, I know what you mean though, Dan. I remember just my wine was obviously constantly topped up, which was cool. It was a free bar, but you didn't even have to queue for it. The guys just came around and topped you up beer or wine, or whatever.
That's so good.
Which is actually on the reflection was really nice because there's never a moment of like, I need to get a drink, but I can't be asked to queue or I can't be asked to go to the bar. It's like your drink was just always full.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And I guess I did drink a lot, but like what Dan said, it was very much I was full on joy as well.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't need that much. I didn't need to get shit faced. I got to a good level, I guess, like probably like Mary. I got to a level where I was completely happy to completely dance
Yeah.
Oh, Max, you miss some amazing
I
dancing
know. I
by
saw.
a certain guy in the studio.
I
behind
see the
us.
pictures. I'm like, fuck, I know exactly what that would have been like, and I wish I could have seen it.
We saw a different side of Joss that night. Joss and Charlotte almost have an orchestrated dance that they must do at every wedding.
Really?
Oh,
incredible.
That's the first time we pulled out at a wedding.
You've definitely rehearsed that though, haven't you?
Nah, we haven't. We've done it maybe twice in the flat before. And I've
Done it in the flat.
Yeah.
I shit
When you say
not.
done it, what is it?
His feet at one point. I remember we were having cigars by the beach, and I looked up, and it was an ABBA song, Joss, right?
Yeah.
It was an ABBA song. I shit you not. Joss's feet were above his waistline.
He was like doing
What?
this some sort of like pirouette swan move.
Oh my
Through the
God,
air.
mate.
While galloping through
I'm
the dance
very
floor.
nimble, you see.
It was
Like Bambi.
we all turned around. It was like, holy fuck.
What is this routine? Where have you got
Him
this
and
from,
Charlotte
Josh?
just
There's no routine. It's the ABBA song "Lay All Your Love on Me" from Mamma Mia as well, the Mamma Mia version specifically, and it's just a very like intense love song.
How's the chorus go, Josh?
I'm not singing it.
Is it like?
Is it a dance from the
That's the
film?
one, yeah. That's the one.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
I can picture it now.
There's no routine with the dance. We
Do you
just like get a bit like sassy and moody with each other because it's a bit of like bit of a bitchy, angry song. It's quite fun.
He's
to-
He's just
underselling it.
freestyling it.
He's
there is a video of it, Joss.
I know. Al took a video.
Where?
The whole
I want to
thing.
see this.
Where
Why
is
have
that?
why
I
have
don't
you
know
not
the
had that
video.
in the Ottr
I don't
group
have
chat?
the video.
Oh, we have the whole video, the whole dance videoed.
Do
Yeah.
you?
Hannah filmed it on Elle's
Oh,
phone.
is
Is
it?
that right, Joss?
I think so. Yeah.
Should I text? Have you got it, or do you want me to text Elle?
Text Elle.
Oh,
This is something that I'm going to need to see.
It was amazing. I was so happy. And Joss and Charlotte just took over the whole dance floor. And basically, everyone who was on the dance floor just stepped aside slowly.
Everyone
and
realised,
Joss
no,
was
I'm
just-
not qualified to be here.
They were just doing laps backwards and forwards. It was like a 50-meter swimming pool. They were just going backwards and
They're
forwards.
just running around.
Just, yeah, it was
Sending
a whirlwind. It was amazing to
send.
see.
It is the most exhausting 4 minutes.
Nice.
And then in your puffing state, went back to your chair to smoke your cigar.
Yes.
Nice.
There we go. Classy.
Joss supplied the cigars as well.
He did. That was a
nice
lovely
touch.
gift.
It did.
And boxes.
Boxes.
Best man and groom tuxedo boxes.
Wow.
Pants,
Oh yes. Yeah.
which we use in the pool.
Which
I saw
donned.
that, to be fair.
Yeah.
They did look
Yeah.
funny.
Cue photo here of us three in our
Photo,
pants.
yeah.
It looks like the start or the end of a gay porno, doesn't it? The start or the end. 'Cause we're wet. And I remember, like obviously it being such a fantastic night, and then we were all like, I think I'd mentioned to Wags like, oh, wouldn't it be funny if we jumped in the pool? And as soon as I said that, like the idea in his mind was not going anywhere. Like he was jumping in the pool, and we went down to the beach because Dan wanted to get a group photo, and he was saying to me every 5 minutes, like, we get in the pool, we get in the pool, we get in the pool. And we finished the group photo on the beach, and we went upstairs, went up back to the pool, and I was like, okay, well, I have to be the first one to get in because I'm the groom, I guess. So I fucking just took my kit off and got in, and then everyone jumped in, and like my mum was going nuts, like, the hotel manager's coming, you're going to be in big trouble. Blah, blah,
Oh
blah.
my God.
Just trying to get us out, which is obviously bollocks. We were just boys being boys. But honestly, mate, I could not. It was probably the most refreshing dunk of my life. Getting to that pool after a night of dancing in a suit, it felt incredible, didn't it?
Yeah.
It was like jumping into holy water. I can't describe it.
Especially as I bet it was still hot then as well.
It's about 25, 26 degrees.
I've never seen Ben move so fast. His Ben jumps in the pool, we're all knobbing about and stuff. His mum's getting really annoyed at that stage later on. She's like, right, everyone get out of the friggin' pool. and then Ben's like, right, shall I jump off the bridge? And this, considering this is a hotel that only adults are allowed to go to.
Yeah.
So it's probably 25 plus or 18 plus.
18 plus. Yeah.
And there's a bridge that kind of connects two pools, and Ben's like, right, I'm going to get off. I'm going to fucking jump off this bridge. And we're all like, oh my God. And then we're all like, obviously not, oh my God. We're all like, yeah, go on, do it. So Ben jumps out. He jumps out the pool, and his mum goes, Ben Lorne, you get down from there. And he's just about to get on. And he just swan dives straight back in the pool. Carol's just screaming at you from across the place.
Roger Amber's dad, who's like 49, just walks over to like the stairs where you get in the pool and does a backflip off it.
Oh, God.
They were just
Carnage.
going nuts.
He does the cleanest backflip you've ever seen at the end of the night.
As soon as he does that, everyone just jumps straight back in the
Yeah.
pool.
It was
as
the
well.
weirdest backflip as well. It was like he got into like a crouch position, and then if you could like freeze frame it and then like Photoshop spin him, like his body just didn't move in the air. It was
It's just a ball rotating.
so funny.
That was
And then we all got out, and then I think we all just jumped back in again, didn't we? It was
Yeah.
like it was just fucking carnage.
Roger just hyped us up once more.
Yeah.
That was good. And considering it was a hotel that was for adults only, we kind of took over the whole place within a few days.
Yeah, I heard you guys got in a bit of trouble.
We infiltrated quite quick.
Within a day, mate.
Yeah. So we took a Nerf rocket thing with us, made of foam, that whistles when you throw it through the air. And what else can you do when you're in a pool? You want to be throwing that thing around. So we're just launching it about, and we're not really that like yobbish, are we?
No.
Aside from the whistling of a ball and having a bit of a laugh, we're not causing any issues.
It's probably, to be honest, like, given the week after where nothing really happened, it was probably like welcome entertainment for people.
Yeah.
To like watch something happening.
Yeah.
Look at me, like, yeah, they loved it. We put on a show.
It was entertainment.
We were throwing and catching. It was amazing to see.
Yeah, and then I came out of the hotel room, went through reception. I just heard this couple at the reception just, sending it to the receptionist about how there was a group of men throwing a whistling ball in the pool, causing noise and havoc.
How dare people have fun on holiday?
Yeah. And then there was a moment as well where there was this lifeguard who worked there. He was definitely, he never really told us off, but a bit of a job's worth. Like he was walking around the pool and he was like walking of like a very like macho and like look at me.
He was a big lad as well. He was pretty built.
But you could tell the way he's walking. He was like very much like I'm in control of the fucking pool. This is my domain kind of thing, right? I remember just seeing him and then whatever, and like Roger was like swimming under the water, and then like as the lifeguard came to like near the pool as he was walking around, Roger popped up. And Roger obviously didn't know the lifeguard was there. And the lifeguard, it was like a gazelle seen a fucking alligator. It was like Roger just mocked up above the water, and this guy's ego just like crumbled in like milliseconds.
This big guy persona just absolutely.
It was literally
beautiful.
He literally had like Roger, the lifeguard, and it was Hannah and Charlotte sat behind as well. So they were fucking bursting out laughing.
God.
We were in the pool laughing at this lifeguard. We just lost it.
My high pitched laugh just bellowing through the hotel. It's just so good.
Just echoing off the cliffs.
Oh god. Yeah, that was funny.
It was good. And snorkeling, that was pretty good.
Snorkeling was great. Yeah.
Do you love a bit of snorkeling, Max? Have you been snorkeling?
I've never done it.
Oh,
Never, ever. But I would imagine I would like it.
The feeling of having goggles on underwater in the sea.
I never
quite
really understood why. What do you do?
You just look at fish.
You just float around like surface level.
Yeah.
That's it.
And because the water's so salty, you float really easy, so it's not even tiring. It was really wonderful.
It was.
So when you go snorkeling, you don't go in the water?
You can do. You can hold your breath, and with the snorkeling with oxygen tanks if you want to, but these ones just have like pipes coming here.
Yeah.
So your head can always be like that.
Oh, so you just surface. Oh, so like looking at the fishes and stuff.
Yeah. It's just well chilled.
One day.
We did go out at one point. We took an apple with us and broke the apple into bits and threw it out into sea, and then loads of fish started going for it.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
They loved it.
They loved the apple.
I forgot about this. Dan had gone out at some point, and I think he'd swam quite far out with like Hannah and that to one of the boats. And he'd come back at one point and said, "Yeah, it was they throw bread off the boats, obviously meaning like so the fish come up to the water and they eat the bread."
Yeah.
And my mum said to me like half an hour later, it's like, "Is Dan going out there and like eating the bread they throw in the sea?" Have they not got enough vegan food out at dinner time?
That's how he's getting his fix.
Dan and Josh need to go and get breakfast. They've left at 4 a.m. this morning to get out.
Just a nice Hovis like floating along.
Just imagine Dan and Josh with their mouths open.
If they're lucky enough and they get there early enough, then you might find a whole wrapped Hovis loaf in the sea. Oh yes, what a find!
Josh, quickly!
It's like a mirage, like a Hovis loaf. It's like, it's over there. Oh fuck! It's just the sea.
Oh god. Yeah, but the bread was for the fish to confirm.
It was for the fish, yeah.
And the fish like the apples, didn't they?
They did, yeah. I think they just liked anything that was free. A bit like Joss and I.
Yeah, pretty much.
I think the food chain goes: humans throw bread into the sea, then bread gets eaten by fish, and then fish get eaten by Dan.
Yes.
So it's like so you wait behind the fish, and then when the fish eat the bread, you eat the fish.
It's kind of a real way for me to flex on my veganism.
Yeah.
I can, live brain.
Josh, do you want to tell us about the very disturbing things though we saw while snorkeling?
The very disturbing things. What are they called again?
Sea urchins.
Oh, sea urchins. They
Max.
were enormous.
They're gross.
They
Like footballs.
Do you know what they are, Max?
Aren't they the spiky things that like sit on rocks and stuff?
Yeah, the black ones.
Yeah, they shit me up.
They were huge though. They like the base of it was like the size of what? A football?
Yeah.
And then spikes coming off of it that are like at least like 30 centimeters each.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
in every
Huge,
direction.
mate.
Like it was just, and it's the most unsettling looking.
Yeah.
I described it as like satanic.
Apparently, like if you get stung by a sea urchin, you like step on one or something like that. Like apparently, if you do that, it really fucking hurts.
I wasn't going to go anywhere near it.
They're like fucking massive hedgehogs,
Yeah, but they're underwater and they've got no face and shit like that.
and they're black.
Dan said that at one point he swam over like a cluster of them, and the idea alone was.
Yeah.
Their sole purpose in life is just to fuck you up.
Because they can move as well, can't they? They like crawl along the rocks and stuff.
Yeah.
Ugh,
Gross.
horrible.
I'm so glad you're back because when these boys came back, I said, "Oh, how was it? Have you got any stories from it?" And it was
This
just
is
like,
what
"Yeah,
we're
it was
saving
good."
it for.
I was like, "Yeah, it's good." anything funny happen? It was pretty chill, really.
Yeah.
I was like, "Fucking hell! You never go away. You've come back, and you guys have all been together, drinking, having a laugh. I know something funny has happened, and there's nothing."
I don't want to make you
stories.
feel left out. That was all, Max.
Yeah, to be fair, thank you for that.
It's all right.
I remember throwing the rocket. Dan had this idea where like so there was like two pools and there was a bridge in between, and we were throwing the rocket over the bridge to each other, right? And Dan had this idea like, oh, let's play Battleship. So like you throw the ball and you can't move, it hits you, you're out, you're
okay.
out, kind of thing. And that game progressed.
That's
and
a
then
fun game.
It was
Inventive.
funny.
Very inventive.
And I started throwing it, and
We have a
Oh.
phone call coming in from a random Mac.
I started throwing. I was throwing this ball, and then the game for me quickly became, can I hit Hannah? She's on this rubber dinghy,
Oh my
and I'm
God.
just trying to hit her, and eventually I managed to land it on the side of the dinghy, and it tips her into the pool, and that's probably the most accomplished I felt the entire 2 weeks.
Oh my god! To be fair, we do know how dangerous you are with anything that you throw.
Yeah, well, that was weirdly accurate though, or it was blind luck.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we shouldn't go into that about the other one.
No.
About what I damaged. No,
Tell you
sir.
what we also
No comment.
did.
Go on, Joss.
We finally saw the Lawtons playing table tennis. Well, I did because I've never seen it before. I had a little.
And you played my dad, Josh, didn't
I
you?
did, and funnily enough, I lost every single game that I played. I brought down whoever was my teammate. 'Cause
Was it
I'm
like
not at the Lawton level.
Was it like a bad loss? Like, is he
Nah.
as hyped as he is?
We never got that warmed up because
Okay.
it was like a sauna down there.
Yeah.
So you could only play for like 45 minutes and you were just sweating.
Mm.
So you never really get proper warmed up where you can actually have like some serious rallies, but it was good fun to see Dad once again
Oh,
shine.
he's
On the
so
tools.
good, mate.
He's very good.
He's so chilled. He's maybe the most chilled sportsman I've ever seen.
That's why he's so fucking hard to beat. Is I'm giving it my all, right? And he's just stood there 6 months post-op on a fucking hip surgery, just playing me around the table, left side, right side, left side, and I'm fucking running back and forth trying to get this ball back.
It was great to see you like struggling to
Yeah.
return the ball because you were just like, for fuck's sake, stop playing me around the table. And your dad just chuckling to himself, knowing that he's just killing you every time. The other funniest thing is that like I was literally playing with John, and John, it was just me and John playing. He's like, right, what side do you want it? And he'd just like knock it. I'd say this side, and he'd obviously knock it the other side. So I was like, great, nice one. Then I watched Ben play with Wags like half an hour later. Ben did the exact same trick, and I was like, this boy has been brought up by this man. The Lawtons.
It
lovely
works
to
though,
see.
doesn't it?
It is just the same like playing style.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. No one beat him.
No one beat him.
No one beat him.
Oh,
What a guy.
Yeah. Well, how was the vegan food out there? Now we're back. You haven't got to be as honest. What was it like at the hotel?
it was good. It was a buffet, so there was always something to eat. That was the best part. Mainly bread out in the
Mainly bread.
sea. The chef made like a real conscious effort to like make sure that we had stuff. So like once he knew that we were vegan, he then went out of his way to make a dish that was for us, which was good. So yeah.
Was the dish always good?
Yeah.
What was the best night?
Roasted vegetables, that was quite nice. The gyros night, the Greek night, we
Yeah.
had a vegetable gyros.
Lovely.
You
Pretty
would have fucking...
There could have been
I
way
know.
more hummus there though, but then again,
Yeah.
hummus isn't really from Greece.
Yeah, but it's Mediterranean, isn't it? So you'd expect
Yeah.
it to be somewhat lucrative. But yeah, they had an olive hummus, Josh, didn't they?
Oh, they did. Black olive hummus. It was so strong, but it was so good.
No, mate.
I loved it.
No?
No.
Do you not like olives?
No, mate.
Do you not?
No.
Oh, I love olives. I would have gone. Oh, I'd be so fat.
You should have come, mate.
I'd have just. I know.
It would have been carnage if Max was there as
Mate,
well.
if I hadn't bought a flat this year, I 100% would have gone. 100%. It would have been so fucking good.
we would have to... Who would have run the office?
We'd have to take it with us.
Mate, I almost drowned in phone calls. I was sat here just fucking like, mate, I coordinated like 8 shoots that week. It was unbelievable.
Did you actually get any... You didn't get any phone calls, did
No,
you?
fuck.
Yeah. I was sending them all to voicemail.
I was sat here like I was saying to Dan and Josh, I would be like editing, and every now and again you'll come out of an edit and just like look around and start chatting or something like that. Have like a 5-minute breather and then go back into it. And I was like coming out for a breather and then being like, "There's no one fucking here. What do I do?"
Is it weird? Was it? It must have been kind of.
It was
boring.
so depressing.
Yeah.
Like the office was so gloomy, and I was like looking over at. Usually I turn because I'm in the corner, turn to the other side of the room, and some sort of random shit or waffle will be going on in the middle of the room or over the other side, and there was just nothing. It was just silence. Because I completely forgot to turn the radio to turn Alexa on because I had headphones on, so I'd literally take my headphones off. It's just silent. And I'm like, oh. Well, back to work.
Yeah. How many days did you do? Any days from home in the end? Or
yeah, I think I did like 2 or something like that. But I think by the end of it, I think me being on the internet, like downloading stuff from the NAS, was slowing down Karis. So I could see. She said like, me downloading stuff from the NAS was slowing her down. She was like, oh yeah, it's quite difficult to work if you're here like downloading stuff because it makes my internet really slow and I've got to be in meetings and stuff. I was like, I'll go back to the office.
Yeah. I'll go back to the depressing office,
sorry.
the haunted office.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's the most passive. Jesus.
I'm sorry, Max. That was funny. There's a slight tenuous link there to your girlfriend Karis, and then also to the weekend that you just had. Sorry, we're now taking it away from the wedding here. You went to the photography show.
I did.
What's wrong with you?
I was going to say photographic, but then
the photographic show.
How was that, Max? And why were you there?
It was good. I went to the photography show over the weekend in Birmingham. Saw lots of camera suppliers, lots of cool kit. There's so much stuff there, man. There's so many people, like so many people. But it was really good. Got to see some stuff that wouldn't normally get to see. Got to try out the Ronin 4D thing, the like chicken head thing. That was sick. And
why is that a good bit of kit? Do you know many more of the details of that thing?
It's like a gimbal and a cinema camera built into one.
What's the quality of the camera like?
It was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't the like fully built out like PL mount like Leica lens one, or Arri lens one. But just the tech on it, it feels like what I would imagine holding a chicken feels like. Like you do that and the head just stays centered.
So it's way more stable than a gimbal with a C70 on.
Yeah. It's heavy though. It is heavy. Yeah, I wouldn't want to use it all day.
And are you supposed to use those things with like an easy rig or something like that?
I don't know. I would imagine so. I couldn't imagine like having held it and it had 2 grips. I can't imagine anyone holding it for more than a couple of hours. It's really heavy. But the new Ronin looks unreal. It was like mega, so nice. But we saw all the new Sony cameras, the new Canon cameras, the new Fuji cameras. They had everything. Saw Sigma Sam.
New Canon cameras?
Or they had just like the full lineup, like the R5C and like all their new ones.
So nothing too crazy that we haven't seen.
Nothing that we haven't seen rumored or anything like that.
Or own.
Saw Sigma Sam.
Is he all right?
Yeah.
Do you recognise you?
I didn't speak to him,
Oh.
but I went past him and he was selling some stuff to a customer, so I didn't want to be like,
Of course he was.
hi Sam.
Sam!
But no, saw him and checked out some of the lighting stuff, which was cool. And then I was there. I submitted a photo to this Fujifilm thing and ended up getting my print put up in the Fuji Gallery. Only small, but we went to have a look at that. And yeah, it was just a cool day out. And then went to see my friend on the way back.
And you kept that quiet, didn't you? That whole thing.
It wasn't. It's not what it sounded like.
Still quite cool though.
You keep downplaying it, Max. You had some of your photography in a gallery, in an exhibition.
One of my photos was on a wall in an exhibition. At the
You've
exit.
just described
You
exhibition.
literally played it down like to the most simplest version of what Josh said. Enjoy
Yeah.
the moment.
It's really cool, mate.
Yeah.
It's a sick photo.
Thank you. It was cool to see it, and it was cool to see like my name on there. But like, you look down to the left, and there's like 2 girls in the mirror of a nightclub. Like it's like some girl taking a selfie on her iPhone, and it's next to my photo. I was like,
Why is that a Fuji photo?
I don't know, because they've just entered it in. Fun fact: I didn't take the photo that I submitted into the Fuji Gallery. I took it on my Sony camera.
Wow, fair enough.
But there was people there.
In which case, I understand why you've played it down now, because I feel like you've just cheated at all it's all about.
A little bit of fraudulent.
That's why I didn't tell it. I didn't say anything because I was like, oh yeah, cool. That's
because you're a fraud.
Yeah. Max submitted a Sony photo to a Fuji film.
Do you know what? I didn't even take the photo. Are you serious? No, I did.
Unsplash.
Yeah, it's a nice splash photo. No, but there's pictures of people like in a mirror with an iPhone like taking selfies.
What?
So when I got there and we were looking at it, I was like, this isn't going to be like, it's not like like a published photographer in a gallery. Like, wow. It's not like a fucking massive wall-to-wall print. But yeah, no, you're right. It was cool to see it on the wall. And people were walking past, people were looking at it, people were pointing at it. It was nice to see that. But yeah, it was just a whole experience seeing all the new kit.
Where was it? In Reading?
Birmingham.
Did you go in the Cupra?
Yeah.
How was it?
It was smooth.
Did you charge there or charge at home?
Charged at home.
You're charging at home now, aren't you?
Yeah.
And how has that been going?
It's nice.
Yeah?
It's so nice.
Have you done it overnight yet, or is it only you have?
Yeah.
Talk me through how you do it now.
Talk us about what you got home with energy, or what percentage you got home with and what it charged up to the next day.
So I charged it to 100% the night before on a public charger because I needed the quickness. And left with 100%, went to Birmingham, Leamington Spa, and then back to Wantage. And I got home on about 20%, like 15-20%.
Mm-hmm.
And then charged it overnight on a 3-pin out the window of my flat, and woke up in the morning and it was at 85%.
So what time did you put it on, do you reckon? Like 6?
I put it on at like, no, I put it on at like 8, 9, half 8 maybe. And then took it off charger about 9:30.
So like 12 hours-ish.
Yeah.
Then. Wow. And how are you doing it for your window now? Have you got like a lock?
Yeah, I've got, I did some DIY, man.
Tell me.
I was so nervous. I was so nervous. But I was like, I've got these like, it's like some sort of wire thing, and you drill it into the window.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one on the windowsill, on the window frame, and then one on the actual window itself, and it just stops it being able to open all the way. But you have to drill them into the side of the window, and I was shitting myself that I was going to drill through the glass.
Yeah,
like properly scared.
And it was fine.
Well, yeah, Kev, my partner's dad, was like, "Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just do it. You'll be fine." I was like, "Oh, I don't know."
You're paying for the window.
Yeah, well, no, I just went, "Oh, Joe, fuck it." He said it's all right, so it's going to be fine. So I just went bang, and I was like, "Oh fuck!" Like looking at it, but it was fine, and it works really well.
It's
just
all
swing the
confidence,
cable
isn't
out.
it?
Yeah, 100%. But also, I don't know anything, so
Yeah.
as soon as Kev was like, "Yeah, no, you'll be fine," I was like, "Okay,
Cool.
as long as you're signing it off, then it's okay." But no, it works really well, and I can now charge at home, which is fucking ideal. Although I got my BP Pulse bill from the last month, and it's like £115. So I was like, not ideal, but long run, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now are you charging every night now? What are you doing?
Charging 3 times a week now.
Overnight or?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it will be overnight.
And how blissful is that now?
It's just so good,
Some-
so good.
Compared to going from public charging to home charging?
Well, it's like the week, like it was coming up to the weekend where I knew we were going, but I didn't take into consideration the fact that I was obviously going to be driving there, which is fine, but I didn't think about that. So like on the Friday night before we left, I was like, fuck, I need to charge the car. I'm not going to have time tomorrow because I've got to drive the car. So anything I put in now, I'm going to be using the car tomorrow, and then I've got to go and do a fat drive the day after. So being able to charge it at home is just so much more like, oh yeah, just chuck it on charge.
The nice thing about home charging is you can start every day of 100%.
Yeah.
So you never really have to worry.
Yeah.
That's why I do it every day. But I appreciate in your circumstances it's a bit more of a ball ache.
Yeah, it was a bit more difficult when you're using a public charger. But it's all right, to be fair, now. Although I think I'm only going to try and go up to 80% just because it's so quick, so much quicker. Unbelievable how fast it charges. I'm pretty sure it's more than 3 kilowatt, my thing. But I don't know.
It shouldn't be.
Yeah, that's what I thought. But then
If
it's charging fast.
If it is, it's against building regulations. Dan, you've also got a home
It's that
charger?
fresh wattage power. I have got a charger at home now. It's
You got a bougie one
it's one on the wall. Got one of those wool ones.
The black one.
with lights.
It's
Tributes
got-
to the Queen.
It's got a fancy light setting.
Has it got Wi-Fi in it, by the way?
Yeah.
So you can update your car from it?
Oh, I don't know.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
It runs off Wi-Fi, but that's for you to connect your app to it on your phone.
Mm-hmm.
it's got different light settings, so I can put Halloween mode on, party mode.
What does that mean, Halloween mode? Like, it
So
goes orange.
On the front of the box of the charger, it's got like a bolt, like a lightning bolt, and it's got lights that go around the outside of it as well. So if I turn Halloween mode on, it will like flicker orange and stuff.
Sick.
That's so sick.
Party mode, it goes like completely random colours. They're all LED lights. It's got a Queen Memorial one,
No
which
way.
is like purple and white. It's quite cute.
Do you normally just have all these lights off to not attract attention?
I have just had it on for the past week or so, and it just randomly chooses a light, I think. But it's got its own switchboard inside the house, and I can just turn it off by that. And I've just turned it off with that because I don't need to use it.
Can you take a picture of it on? Because I really want to see what it looks like when they're
Yeah, I
going
will.
mental. Take a
Yeah,
video of
it's
it
cool.
in rave mode.
I will.
And how do you feel about having gone from public charging to home charging?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, I think with my terrible planning, I didn't really use chargers that much. And when I did, like, I was never like, oh, I best go charge my car now. And even now, like, I got it to like 70%. It's been on 70% for like 3 days because I've got the luxury of knowing that I can just put it in charge whenever I need.
Is it pretty quick?
Yeah.
Plug it in, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's good.
Have you done many fat drives in that car?
No.
'Cause I feel like
I haven't been out of Swindon.
I was gonna say,
Siren Sister, I mean. But
because you kind of got the car and then a couple it must have been like a week or two
Yeah, then
later
we
you
went
guys
away.
went away.
Yeah.
And then you
What
broke your
mileage
shoulder.
are you at now?
It's 400 miles or something.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, and as Max just pointed out, since you've obviously, you just got an electric charging part for your car.
Yeah.
And speaking of electric car charging ports, they don't have bones, but you have bones.
That was really smooth.
Good link.
I
there,
was
wasn't it?
thinking, where are you going
Yeah,
with this?
that's what I was trying to connect it. Connect. Electric
Nice.
connect.
No.
No, it doesn't connect.
Yeah, Dan,
Dislocate.
you obviously went to a CrossFit tournament that you competed in on Saturday.
Yeah.
And you put a lot of prep into this, given the fact you were away in Greece the week before.
Yep.
Let us know what position did you come in?
Well, I came DNF, did not finish. I did a CrossFit competition on Saturday, my second ever one, and my third lift of the competition, first event, I completely dislocated my shoulder from my body.
Dan, can we insert the photo into the podcast?
Yeah, this needs to
Cool.
be quite a nice little snippet, I think, of photos and videos of the day. So, in quick fire rounds, I was partnered with a guy called Andy. So I had a guy who I was training with and working with on this competition. Went downstairs, first competition. There's quite a lot of people there, so it was like 4 heats, and there's 3 heats, 4 teams per heat. That's men, and then you've got the same for women. A lot of people there. We're doing a snatch, which is the first lift, which is where you've got the bar at your feet. It's a barbell. I did 55 kilos or 50 kilos, thought that's easy. Let's go to 60, did that, 65 easy. Right, let's go to 70 kilos. And a snatch is where you literally have the barbell at your feet and then you kind of lift it up your body, you pop it off your hips and then you lift it above your shoulders or above your head. And at 70 kilos, I lifted it above my head. Well, I didn't lift it above my head. I got to about ear height. And my shoulder popped out of its socket for the first time ever.
Why do you think it happened and not other times?
Just
On this
I don't
lift?
know. I don't know if it was like I didn't warm up properly or just bad form. It's not bad form. I think it's just bad luck.
Really?
Yeah, because I think maybe I could have straightened my arms quicker or been a bit snappier with it, and I just didn't do that. I just caught it in a really bad, awkward position, and my shoulders just gave out. It was a lot of weight. I think that would have been my PB.
How much weight was it?
70 kilos.
Heavy.
Yeah. The max I've done before was 60. So I got 60, thought that was all right. Let's go 65. Got 65, and I thought, well, if I feel okay on 65, let's go 70.
And what was the general reaction when it happened? Like around the people, like, did they go quiet? Like,
No, so did that. It failed, and I thought, right, that was a bit bad. Let's see if I can get like 67.5 or something. Like, let's just take some weight off. So then I bent down to the bar to take the weight off the bar, and as my hands went onto the plates, I had no strength in my fingers at all, and I was like, "This is really weird."
Either hand?
Yes, because both my shoulders were affected by it, and I was trying to pull the weight off the bar. And I literally can't do that. I can't, and I was like trying to get my knee under my elbow to try and support it to pull it, because I thought, let's get that out, and it still wouldn't happen. And then I like looked around, and I think I was in a bit of a haze anyway. Like it must have been pain, must have hit.
It would have happened so quick as well.
Yeah.
no one had noticed at this point.
Well,
then?
no, they just thought, but because a lot of people fail on reps like that.
Did you have a vest on or a t-shirt?
I had a t-shirt on.
So it was covering the...
Yeah, and then I thought, okay, well, I can't lift that, and I can't move this bar, so I'll just step back and have a look. And I was like, it doesn't feel right. And then I pulled my t-shirt up, and as I pulled my t-shirt up, then I could just see my collarbone bone and not my shoulder bone, because my shoulder bone was obviously inside my chest somewhere.
Oh my god!
And then I looked at my shoulder and was like, oh shit, that doesn't look right. Because my shoulder's not there.
Yeah.
And then I look up, and then everyone else around me in front of me is just like in shock. And then one of the girls who was there was like, ugh, like did a puke sound because it was that gross.
Oh my god!
You've been an ick again.
Yeah.
It's made you feel even more confident.
Yeah. So then I'm like, oh yeah, this is not fucking good. And I was like, yeah, I might need to go, Andy, who's my little partner. So then I just fucking duck
Finish
out.
the heat, mate.
I duck out, and then I'm like, and then like the coaches there were really good, and they kind of like, oh, don't worry, like stay calm. Everyone's like trying to keep me calm and stuff, which I was pretty calm.
You look really calm.
Surprisingly, I was like, oh yeah, this isn't good. Can I go to the hospital, or like can someone put it back in? And so then I'm walking around. I'm literally walking around like holding my arm because it was starting to like really ache.
Yeah.
And then some of the people there were like, oh, does anyone know how to put a shoulder back in? Because it's quite a common injury that, like, if you've done it once, putting it back in again is actually quite all right. Because it was the first time it had happened, we couldn't get it back in. And there was a lady there who's a physio for, like, rugby teams, and she had popped loads back in, you know, during her job. So I went upstairs onto the physio bed, led on that, and then she was, like, rotating my arm round, and she was doing it, and she was just like, no, I really can't put this back in. This needs someone who's like really strong to do that, to like wrench it back in, or you just need to go to the hospital and they'll do something else, because I can't do it. And she's done loads.
Fucking hell. So she said she's not physically strong enough to do it then?
No, yeah, she thought you have to be really strong to kind of wrench that back in.
Because the way, and when you went to the hospital then, what did you go to A&E?
Yeah, so luckily one of the really nice volunteers there, she drove me to the hospital, dropped me off. I said, don't worry, don't wait, I'll just go in. Because I was fine. I hadn't taken any painkillers or anything. I was just like, still happy to, you know, survive. Went through to the hospital, went to A&E, was holding my arm. Like, A&E is a weird place to be too. Like, I don't recommend it.
It's horrible, isn't it?
It's fucking, not nice. I was just holding my arm. I was like, yeah, I've pretty badly dislocated my shoulder. I need some help. And then I'm like, okay, yeah, well, take a seat. We'll just take some information.
It's the worst, isn't it?
I'm like, okay, cool. So then I had to wait in a seat for like an hour and a half.
Seriously?
Did they give you meds?
No. So they didn't offer anything. So I'm just sat there for an hour and a half, like waiting with my bone out of its socket, which I think is pretty normal. Like, I've heard from other people who've waited for like 2 hours, 3 hours to literally get it back in. And then went for an x-ray, got that. And then the doctor came out and said to me, oh yeah, you've definitely dislocated your shoulder. I'm going to do this Greek method of putting your bone back in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to lay you down. You're going to take some gas in air, and then I'm going to basically hold your arm, and then I need you to take a big deep breath. And then when you do that, he said, I'm going to put my foot in your armpit, and I'm going to pull your arm really hard and twist it. And by him pulling and twisting, it must twist the arm and the elbow and the shoulder back into its
back in.
Yeah, back into its spot.
And when you taking the gas in there, did you feel the pain of that, or was it?
No. When I was on the gas in there, it was probably the best feeling.
What does it feel like? You just like
I said to Hannah, it was like
euphoric.
Remember your wedding day?
Yeah. So
just perfect.
The nurse was like, okay, yeah, just take this here, and the doctor came in and was like, take as much of that as you want, because if I was selling this at Glastonbury, I'd make a mint. Yeah. And they were asking like the whole time, have you taken nitrous oxide or anything like this before? And I'm looking at Hannah like, no, I haven't. Like, I've done like a balloon or whatever, but I was like, I've not taken anything like this before.
Yeah.
So I'm just there,
just heroin.
So, yeah, slowly breathing it in.
Technically, no.
And then I just start taking loads of it in, because I was like, it's starting to feel crazy. And I said to Hannah, it literally feels like every heartbeat that I had, it would like send like black lines out. Like, my vision would start to like thump. Like, my heartbeat would thump and my vision would feel it. It was a really weird thing. Like, I said to Hannah, it's like I can see my heartbeat in front of me.
I can see sound.
Mate, it was fucking crazy. Yeah. And then I led down, and then and I remember when I was laying down, he was like, okay, deep breaths. And then I was like, you're really conscious. You can hear your breathing really loud. And as I was breathing, I could just hear this Jamie XX song. I don't know why it kind of started working out. The song started going to the same BPM of my heartbeat. And and I was in some euphoric state, and he said deep breath. But as he said deep breath, he had already reconnected my arm, and then I reacted to it like later on because everything is just so weird time-wise.
The planets aligned.
Yeah,
Everything.
and then he like puts it back in, and then you can see in the video that I'm still fucking breathing on this thing because it's so good. He takes the thing out of my mouth, and then by the time he's taken it out of my mouth and I'm sat back up, I'm completely back to normal.
Yeah, it
Like,
doesn't last long,
It's
is it?
gone,
Yeah.
which is such a shame.
Because you wanted to laugh for like 7 years, didn't you? So,
yeah.
did you feel really happy on it then? Like it was.
Yeah, you start to laugh loads. That's
Right.
why they call it laughing gas, because it literally just makes you hysterically laugh, weirdly.
Is it the same as a balloon? Is it different?
Yes, you know, on a balloon, like you know, I've done balloons at like festivals and stuff, and like music's like really, boof, boof,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
really
yeah.
beaty, and you
Yeah.
can feel it. It's like that. Yeah.
Right. But does it feel as like? Because I've done balloons before, and I think I don't know if I like that.
I think balloons, because a balloon is like you do it and it lasts 10 seconds to what you've taken. With this thing, it's on tap, so you're just chugging it down.
Yeah.
And I was chugging it down for minutes. Well, it felt like hours.
Because I thought, doesn't a balloon starve your brain of oxygen?
Well, so yeah, balloons are just nitrous oxide, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas this is gas and air.
So it's both. It's
So
a perfect
it's
combo.
oxygen and
It's giving you the best of both.
it's good shit. Good shit. That's what I felt like.
And so you didn't the pain of it going back in. Then it was just like kind of over.
Pain
before
went
it
back
started.
in,
Yeah.
and then they put me in a sling. He said, so he did it, and he put my hand there on my stomach, and he said, whatever you do not take your hand off your stomach because it will pop back out. So I was like, in my high state, like, fucking hell, better not fucking move my hand. Joke's on you, Doc. And then they put me in a sling, and then I was straight home.
And they said over time it will just fuse back in together. Then.
Yeah, and then they just said, just keep a sling on for however long you feel like you need to, and the hospital will call you. And then they've called me, and I've booked in a physio appointment. But I mean, it's so much more mobile than it was. Like the days after were really stiff, but now I can actually like move it about and stuff. But I think carrying anything is really painful, and yeah, just kind of future training is going to be a bit scary.
It's convenient how you did that literally the weekend before one of the busiest weeks we've had in a long time.
Yeah.
Like, I can't carry anything
With
now.
all the kit we've got,
Yeah.
I can't carry any of it.
I remember when you told, because I was still away on the honeymoon, and you text me and everything and all these fucking photos, and I'm just there like cracking up like that's fucking classic Dan, and I'm sat there looking at the ocean, and I'm like, wait a minute, he's the creative director. Is this going to be a problem for work? I remember like saying, do I need to call you? Is everything all right? He goes, yeah, I'll be fine. I was like, all right.
Yeah, knowing you definitely got home from the hospital and just like took the sling
Took
off.
the sling off, yeah.
Chuck that in the bin.
What did you think when you saw the photo? Because it was, I kind of bombed it, didn't I? I bombed the chat with just loads of just
I didn't
Yeah.
photos and
realise.
stages.
I saw your shoulder and I was like, Dan's shoulder looks weirdly small.
Yeah.
Like,
and bony.
I know he's got more muscle on his shoulder than that.
Yeah.
And but then I didn't realise that, oh wait, no, that's his collarbone. That's not his shoulder.
Yeah.
And then it didn't surprise me at all
Mm.
that you'd pop your shoulder. I don't know why. I was just like, of course he has. Of course he's picked like a CrossFit composition, even though he does CrossFit like most days, to just try a snatch and pop his shoulder like of all the time.
I just love what Josh said in the chat. It was like he just put, it's finally happened. Something's beat him. He's not.
PMA can't get you over it.
He's not invincible. You know, it was like, oh yeah.
I did have a white money afterwards, which felt great.
Did
That
it?
brought me back round, yeah.
Well, these things are like pure gold, aren't they? Really.
Yeah. Monster energy,
Second only to gas and air.
absolutely.
So, have CrossFit said like, come and don't come and train for a bit? Have you heard from them? Are you gonna?
No, I mean, that's up to me when I want to start training again. Probably start getting on the snatches soon. No, I definitely
Tomorrow.
will. Yeah.
How long do you reckon you're gonna take out? Are you just gonna wait till it feels really good again?
Yeah.
Start really light, kind of thing. Do
Yeah.
you reckon you'll avoid snatches forever now, or
For
heavy?
a long time, yeah. For just the thought of doing it again, because I've got a friend, Floyd, who's put his out 4 times. And
From
he now
CrossFit, or?
he's had an operation now that stops it from coming out.
Really?
From hockey.
Wow.
Yeah. Because apparently it's really prominent of coming back out.
Yeah, once the first one happens, yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it's a bit of a bitch, because it just makes it worse. Unlike you break a bone and it fuses back stronger, this is like the opposite.
The socket is slippery now. I've over lubricated the socket.
Oh god, and like dislocating your shoulder in a snatch when you're like overhead.
Yeah.
That's like weight coming down from above you.
What does it obviously the bone pops out the socket, but what did your arm could you move your arm? Did you have control over it, or is it just completely numb and weak?
No, I couldn't. Once it was out, my arm was down by my side, and I couldn't lift it. I had no strength. And the weird part is that I was pushing on my arm, like, you know, in my bicep and tricep and stuff. And what's hard when you feel it now is like bone and stuff. It was nothing. It was pure flab. It was like just soft tissue.
Fucking hell.
Which
So
was obviously
gross.
just the muscles being unsupported by no bone there. But apparently you can put your shoulder out and it can go forward, backwards, or sideways. And I feel like mine must have gone out the back, because when I sat in the car, I felt like there was a weird like lump on the back of my back.
Mate, come on.
It must have been my shoulder blade.
That's so gross.
Yeah. I also felt like it was at the front because my tit was pushed so far forward. I had the biggest one tit.
Yeah, your left hip was looking phenomenal in that photo.
Fucking huge. So yeah, wouldn't recommend.
Have you told your mum?
Yeah, she wasn't happy.
What did she say?
She's, oh, Dan, you silly boy.
She sounds furious.
I'm pretty sure. She said, make sure you get as many. Not that she's a druggie or anything, but she was like, make sure you get high as fuck or something like that when they put it back in.
Pretty much what I texted you.
baby.
Hell yeah, mum. Cheers.
I was like, what have they given you, mate? Is it good stuff? And you were like,
Yeah.
gas in there.
Yeah. Do you know what's mad? I don't know if you watched the funeral the other day.
Mm.
This is completely
Sorry,
off topic now.
Whose funeral?
Your
Shoulders.
Me.
The Queen's.
The Queen's funeral,
Yeah.
right? So I watched it from like 9 a.m. up until about 12.
On the Monday.
Yeah, on the
Yeah.
Monday, the funeral. And she was, you know, getting horse and carted through London. Then she got put into the cathedral. And then she got taken back out of there. She went through horse guards and stuff. And then we're like, okay, let's go to Siren for a walk. Went to Siren. And then we came back and then we turned it back on. And she was still on the road. This time she was in a country lane in the middle of nowhere. Did they walk her all the way from London to like Windsor?
Yeah,
Really?
I think so.
Yeah.
I didn't
pretty
watch
sure
the
that's
whole
what they
thing,
did.
but they ended up at Windsor.
She must have travelled so many miles that day.
She must have been knackered.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
God rest her soul.
God rest her. But it's our first. I didn't really get to appreciate the history because I was away for the entire thing. Landed at 10:30, Josh, on the Monday.
Yeah.
And you picked me up, and it was all over. So I woke up Tuesday morning out of holiday mode, and it's all said and done.
That's mad. I didn't think
I
about that.
missed the entire thing.
It's been a crazy 2 weeks, to be fair. for you.
Yeah.
Joss, say your quote, Joss, that you said in the airport.
What was my quote?
That you text your mum.
Huh?
About different.
Come on, Joss.
You went away.
Think about it,
yes.
Joss.
Well, I have to give Ben's sister Louise credit for this one. It was when us boys left the country, there was a different prime minister and a different monarch, and then we came back to a completely fresh lineup.
Wow.
Whole new squad.
Whole new squad.
That's fucking crazy.
That's
That
mad
is
to
crazy.
think, isn't it?
We'll never have that again in our lives.
And you weren't here.
You weren't flipping it.
Where were you?
Yeah, where were
We
you when it
needed
all
you
went
here.
wrong?
Yeah.
What is mad that I said to you boys yesterday is we're probably going to see 3 monarchs in our lifetime,
If not more.
if not more. Yeah.
All we've got to do is outlive William. That shouldn't be hard. No, but hopefully he's long live the king and the king's son.
Yes.
And what did you guys think of the whole 12 days and Liz the lizard dying and all this sort of stuff? That's what they called it on the meme pages, Queen Elizabeth, but Queen Elizabeth II, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't really care that much for the monarchy before,
Mhm.
but weirdly when she died, I thought, she was kind of cool actually, wasn't she? I think. I watched The Crown, the TV show,
Mm.
and obviously this is like it's a TV show, it's not super accurately based on what she did, but also it is accurately based on what she did, and she did do fucking loads for the country, and it's like her life was a service to the monarchy and the crown, and she kind of had to give up on loads of things that we take for granted because of who she was. So
I think that's the thing. Like, I wasn't that. Obviously, it was like, oh, this is sad because it's someone that's died. It's not nice when anyone dies. But I think there were people that were like really hurt by, not hurt, but like really upset because of who she was, and like it's the queen and like all this stuff. Like very like, what's the word? Patriarchal.
patriotic.
Yeah, patriotic. I didn't really think about that. Only because, but I think it's not because I didn't like respect her as the queen. I think it's just because I have very limited knowledge of all the things that she did.
Yeah, I think as well as I gained a lot more respect for her because of how much it affected British public. And I thought, fucking hell, if she's like impacted people that much, you kind of feel like you need to respect it because it impacted so many people and so many service people as well, people who are in the military and stuff and work for HM government, or not, less so the government, more so the military.
Yeah.
But like it was like there's a video of a guy that went viral that was like some bold bold like ex-army officer or something walking in, and like he turns and salutes, and then like as he's walking away, he's like fighting back tears, and he's just a serviceman, and it meant that meant so much to him. And then the sheer amount of people that were willing to queue for 10, 12, 20, 24 hours to literally have a split second of goodbye.
Unbelievable, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just like it's admirable, really admirable, I suppose.
I didn't watch the funeral just because I hate funerals. But I was surprised even because I went out on the bike at the time and I was riding my bike around Wantage, and there's like I think it's a statue of the Queen or something. There's a statue in Wantage Town Centre, and there were people like around the statue like doing a little service while the funeral was going on. And I was just thinking like how many like little villages and towns are around the country where people are like there like having their own mini funeral while the funeral was going on. It's crazy.
She died the day before our wedding. The night before.
It's really easy to remember these dates now because it goes Hannah's birthday, Queen dies, your wedding. I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
Bit suspect.
Yeah. Yeah, damn, that is a
It was the night before Ben's wedding.
very convenient for you now. You've only got to remember 3 dates.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, out of interest, though, there have been some fantastic memes to come from it.
Some great memes and some great TikToks of like, I've seen multiple people get kicked by the horses.
Yes.
That's been good.
Yes. My favourite one is like close-ups of King Charles's fingers.
The sausage fingers.
I haven't seen that.
Mate,
You've
they
not
look
seen his
like
fingers?
sausages.
Oh my god.
You know Wool's sausages?
Yeah.
They've like rebranded their sausages to Charles Fingers.
No, they haven't.
No, they haven't.
That would be insane.
But they may as well.
The king.
The king.
How do you think King Charles is going to do? What do you think of him as a king?
I think he's it should be good.
I think it's cool. He's gone on the record to say a lot, and I think with Harry as well, his son, that a lot of his focus is on environmental stuff and more stuff that the country can do, and hopefully he'll have some say in that. I don't actually know too much about like what the monarchy can do and how much influence he can have on policies and things. But I guess it's good to have someone in that position fighting for things like that.
To oversee it, yeah.
Yeah.
They can dissolve government. The
They
monarchy.
can't they?
They can literally say, this government's not working, start again.
Mm.
They have the power to do that.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
I think I was having this conversation with someone the other day. I hope that Charles. I think the fact that I have a limited, I don't have very much knowledge at all of what Queen Elizabeth did or like what she's been doing. Obviously, she lived to like 96. Like she's been old for a long time. So fair enough, she hasn't really been out doing loads of stuff, but she still has been doing stuff apparently. I hope that Charles's work is more. I hope that like I know about it, or like it's pushed more on social media and stuff like that, and it's like it's more
relatable.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. I do hope that moving forward they do become more like part of the people. I feel like they kind of just sort of rocked up to it. Or from me looking onto it, it looks like they kind of just rocked up to events, shook some hands, and was like, "Well done," and then that's it.
You should watch The Crown.
Yeah, no, I think I will.
It's actually really fucking interesting.
And I'm sorry if anything I said just absolutely triggered you, because I've seen a lot of stuff online of people getting really pissed off.
Oh yeah, but you're allowed
stuff like that.
You're allowed to have opinions. It's not like we're disrespecting her. Like at the end of the day, I called her Liz the Lizard because I thought it's a funny name. Who called her that? Did you see that online, Dan?
Yeah, I saw it online.
Yeah, I thought that's quite funny.
I need to watch The Crown. But yeah,
Crown's really good, and it shows you how much like the monarchy actually does internationally as well.
Yeah.
And obviously, like people love to link like bad things to the monarchy, and I'm sure there is, but there's a lot of good as well. But I think once William comes into power, that will be maybe more relatable stuff going on.
Yeah, 100%.
Hopefully he's not old as fuck like Charles though. By the time he comes in,
But we'll be old as fuck by then.
yeah, true.
But he's the closest we got to a dad, really. A king dad king.
Yeah.
I am the Lizard King.
That was so deep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Weird to say that I'm king now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you tell me, Dan, that everyone has to re-swear their allegiance in the military
Pretty sure. Yeah.
to the king, not the queen?
I guess so.
And also they change it. Obviously, it was Her Majesty's like prisons and stuff.
Yeah.
Now it's His Majesty's prisons. Thank fuck that his and her both begin with the same letter.
Yeah.
It'd be anarchy.
Does that happen? Because obviously his official coronation doesn't happen for a while yet. It's not even announced. Apparently it might be the springtime. But does that all then does that all change over then? Do you know?
I don't know. None of us have got any. The last time this happened was
Oh yeah.
when the Queen was
70 years ago.
But she came into power when she was like 22 because her dad didn't want to do it.
Did he die?
No, he passed it on. Didn't want to do it.
Oh, I thought he died.
No, sorry. Her dad died, and then it was passed on to her brother. He didn't want to do it, and
Yeah.
he moved to France.
Mm.
And there was a whole.
Wow.
That's what season 1's about. It's fucking amazing, really good. Honestly, watch it. You have sat there like, yeah, I'm not going to watch it, Ben. I've got other shit to do.
No, I do actually want to watch it, to be fair.
You should, but you sure should watch Rings of Power by Lord of the Rings first. Awesome, am I right? And Andor by
100%.
Star Wars.
Yes.
I
100%.
can't handle Rings of Power, mate. I can't handle it.
If you can watch Game of Thrones, it's the same
It's
thing.
the pointy ears, mate. I don't agree with it.
It's the same thing, but Karis is in it.
Yeah.
Hi, Karis. If you're listening, you'll think you're like Galadriel. Does she listen to it?
Yeah.
Like,
You're such a neek.
yeah.
Galadriel.
Galadriel.
Lord of the
Josh, how do you
Rings.
say Galadriel?
Galadriel. Same as you.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Galadriel.
How do other people say it?
Galadriel.
I don't know. Lord of the Rings things.
Yeah, but it's weird to not say the Queen anymore because we've like as British people we've just been like, oh, it's all about the Queen. Oh, have you met the Queen? You meet someone from America, like, oh, have you ever seen the Queen before? It's like as that fucking stupid saying things. But now it's like literally, we have a king.
It's so weird, isn't it? I was thinking this the other day because it's like, it's going to be the World Cup soon. The Rugby World Cup is this soon. I can't remember when. It's soon.
This soon.
And normally you sing God Save the Queen, but now you don't sing that. You say God Save the King. And that to me is weird.
Imagine if Queen and King were different syllables.
Oh my God, that'd be outrageous.
If King was like King, God Save the King, like that.
Remix.
You've ruined the song, wouldn't you? But it's all worked out for the best, really, that they all have the same amount of syllables, Queen and King. That's literally what my thoughts are. Like, where would the song change
It's all
to?
worked out very well, hasn't it?
Ring, 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 ring. Another phone call on the
Someone
podcast.
is getting in touch with Ben.
You're so
It's
popular.
my wife.
Oh,
It's my wife.
On a
my
podcast.
wife.
Ben, have you ever been hacked?
I have been hacked, yeah.
Cool.
Hi,
What
brother.
did they say? Was it on Facebook?
No, it was my
Did you
World
get
of,
fraped?
my brother hacked my World of Warcraft account for 2 weeks.
That sounds pretty bad. But was it as bad as GTA getting hacked, Max?
Leaked.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Have you seen it?
I saw, because I've been away, I haven't been up to date. I saw some guy had posted leaked footage of GTA 6, and I just thought it was a lie.
No, it's real.
So that was
It's
actual footage.
It's the biggest hack Rockstar have ever had. It's
Okay.
like they basically got in, apparently.
Tell me all about it.
So in all fairness, I don't know the ins and outs, but what I do know is someone hacked Rockstar and found videos of like dev videos, like people testing stuff from back in 2019.
Jesus.
GTA 6 has been in production for fucking ages, and like the videos look like, when you think like, oh, these are like developer videos,
Yeah.
you think what the game's going to look like. It looks like very nearly done. Like it looks fucking awesome.
But these clips are 3 years old.
Yeah.
Right.
So we don't know I'm pretty sure that's the case, in which case God knows what the game looks like now. But yeah, they leaked all this stuff and they got the GTA 5 source code. So people were speculating like, oh my God, if they wanted to take down GTA Online, they could.
These
They've got
hackers.
the code. They
Yeah.
could literally rewrite the game.
Yeah.
Again, don't know how true that is, but the leaks they leaked so much stuff, like so many videos, so many screenshots, like photos, everything, like so much so that Rockstar had to address it, because like literally it was the most liked tweet in the gaming world ever.
Really?
Got something like, I
What,
can't remember what the stat was, like 1 million likes in 20 hours.
The leaked videos?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rockstar's response to it. And Rockstar's response was basically like, they're trying to track down like what happened, who did it, like all this stuff. They're taking down any videos that are circulating, like any YouTube videos and stuff like that. They're taking them down instantly. But basically they're not going to stop working on it. It's not going to affect the production scheduling. And yeah, they'll have more updates soon. But like, it was just ridiculous because you wake up one day and, as you said, like, whenever there's been GTA leaks and stuff like that
For
years, like everyone has been like, oh yeah, this is a new leak. So I think there was kind of that when it came out,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, oh, this is bollocks. And
That's
then
what
it
I
was
thought.
like,
Yeah.
oh no, wait, this looks legit. And then Rockstar addressed it, and everyone's like, holy fuck, this is massive.
Do you think it's a PR stunt?
No.
You don't,
Because these are like you watch the videos and you can see like all the metrics and stuff like that. Because you can see all the. It looks like it's in like a. I mean,
it's too much of a
Karis will know because she used to work in games, but it's like it's like Maya or something. It's the animation software that they use. You can see like all the metrics and like for example, like when you walk into a door and the door opens, there's obviously you can't see it, but in the game there's like a layer around your character. So like, say like if I walked into that door there. Like if I walk within, like a hitbox, but you can see the hitbox and stuff like that. And if it was a bullshit leak, then they wouldn't have that in it.
And they would have been selective about what they leaked.
Yeah,
but there was so much to be leaked.
So much stuff, mate.
Has there been any indication about when said game will be finished?
No, they haven't announced a date yet.
God, that's worse.
But people are thinking that it's going to be next year, just because of how good the game looks at the moment.
But if that's 3 years old, then what's been happening in 3 years?
That's what I mean. They could have done the game could be
completely
pretty much
different.
ready.
Yeah,
I really feel like this could be part of a PR plan.
I do
like
too.
Conspiracy-wise, yeah, they're showing like the details of the the hit whatever it is when they get close to doors and all like the animation, all the metric stuff and the code and stuff. But like, there's literally everyone talking about it. When it hit online, everyone was talking about it, and also. Maybe when it's talking about the animation and being hacked and bits like that, I don't know. Maybe there's an angle in the new GTA about the world of hacking, and you won't just be able to use guns anymore. You'll be able to like hack within the game other players. Maybe that's a bit of an angle that they'll be going down. But yeah, when we were talking about it yesterday, I was like, this would be an insane PR way of like getting the game out there, getting people hyped up, and then they're like, boom, we're gonna launch this.
Most liked tweet in gaming history.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't
Could
buy
be
that
part
in
of
ads.
a plan.
You can't buy that.
Yeah.
What's cool is like you can already in the leaks as well. You can see that it's in Vice City.
Mm-hmm.
Oh really?
And
off the original map.
I believe
The
so.
original
Well,
Vice City.
Well, it was already there was already a leak that was saying that it's going to be sort of like Brazil kind of place.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the video that leaked, you can see a police car that's got the reg for Vice City, and you're also playable as a woman, which is something different and new as well. I think it's gonna be fucking sick, and maybe they've had to wait for next gen graphics and things like that.
Yeah,
which are now out. It's gonna be huge.
I'm like, you can't not get on it. Like,
it looks.
I had so much fun on GTA 5.
Yeah.
When I saw the pictures, the stills, it looks like a film. Like there was a still from it where, I mean, granted, I didn't like when you like properly look at it, you can tell it's a game. But in comparison to what GTA 5 is, it is like unbelievable.
Because I remember when GTA 5 came out, the graphics compared to GTA 4
Yeah.
was just a whole nother level.
When did it come out?
2012, 13?
2012.
Yeah.
And it's still such a popular game.
So
Yeah.
people still playing it.
Yeah.
I remember then, so when it first came out, it was like, holy shit, this is unbelievable. And then it came out on next gen, when the next gen consoles came out. And again, everyone was like, oh my God, this is fucking unbelievable. And now these stills have come out, everyone's like, oh my God.
And then it came out on PC and stuff, and people could make modded maps, and then it blew up. Like that thing you follow where the guys pretend to be like police officers and stuff.
Yeah.
And it became a sandbox game where you could do anything.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
It makes me want to like.
We
It's
were,
hyped us up enough to want to play it.
we were talking
I'll
about
buy
it
it
the
right
other
now
day.
if it was out.
We were talking about it the other day. I'm not even joking. Like, the amount of people that don't play video games anymore that will buy consoles and go back to playing video games just to play
Yeah.
GTA 6.
Yeah, it's definitely going to bring back an old nostalgic audience.
Yeah.
People
100%.
who were our age who played Vice City when it was out when we were like kids.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't played GTL games since.
I feel like it's one of the only games, sorry, Josh, that people can like, that everyone's played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I think us boys, we're going to be like we're in school again. We're going to finish work. We're all
You
going to
might-
rush home, jump on GTA 6 and just play it all night. Or even better, we all get PS5s, bring them in the office.
We're going to come here.
It's like a
Yeah.
LAN
Yeah.
setup. We're all just there playing GTA 6
Will it-
in the same room.
It'll be,
I'm buzzed.
it'll be cross-platform,
Yeah.
won't it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You've got
Yeah,
an Xbox.
Yeah.
Josh, what have you got?
I've got PS4, but I'll get a PS5 for it.
Spenny. Big boy Spenny coming out.
Can we get
Get on the Switch.
We get Nigel to install 1 gigabyte Ethernet.
Yeah.
what about the old what's that thing where you can get your phone through the business
Text scheme.
text scheme? Can we text scheme a PS5
For the office.
Probably.
Or just each.
just individually? Just
If Curry
Oh,
sell
yeah.
it, I think you can buy it.
Curry seller.
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure that's the rule. If you can buy it, you can do it.
Yeah.
If you can buy
If
it,
you can buy it, you can do it. That's the Henderson way, baby.
If you can buy it, I'll give you the money for it. Thank you,
But, I
government.
mean, we get excited, but it literally might. It could be 2024 because I
Yeah.
think when GTA 5 came out, they announced it that it had been in the works for like 7 years.
wow.
But like, proof's in the pudding. Like, I'm glad they took that long because the game was that good. So if they need to take another 3 years to make it that good, then you kind of have to say, all right.
Well, I said to because Karis was going to go into games before she went into film, and she said that because I was like, oh my god, it looks almost done. Like it could come out next year. It could come out this year, and she was like, oh, they won't announce like a release date for it because she said as soon as you announce a release date for it, it puts pressure on the game people, like the developers.
Yeah.
So like what happened with Cyberpunk,
yeah.
like the release date came out and then they were like fighting to push back the release date, and the release date kept getting pushed back to a point where they couldn't push it back anymore, so they just had to get the game out. So they released it and it wasn't finished, and now no one talks
and it was
about
shit.
it. Yeah,
really, it was really shit, and it was like the most hyped game. Keanu Reeves was in the trailer. It looked like the fucking sickest. It looked like a GTA 5 equivalent looking cool game.
Yeah,
and it was just
no one talks about it.
Glitchy, buggy, unfinished.
But I think it's good that Rockstar put that statement out because it kind of made like I read it thinking like, oh, it's good that they're not going to compromise the game just because these leaks have come out. I'd rather wait another 5 years and it come out and it be fucking unbelievable.
Mm-hmm. When it comes out, are you going to go straight to live? Is it live play, or are you going to go and do the missions and stuff?
Missions, I think. Learn the game, learn the characters.
Yeah. Really?
See, I'm the opposite. I'll probably go online.
I'd want to go straight online and just start tearing up.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have the patience to do missions. I never completed a game like that.
Well, on 5 though, it's like you can be online in story mode, can't you?
No, so it's a bit. So online is kind of story mode in itself because you have your own character and your character can own businesses and have its own thing. Really? It's not like you're just sort of floating around a map. You have like missions to do within online.
That's what I meant. I was doing heists and stuff.
Yeah.
I got it. Which I guess is like online
Mm.
campaign.
Yeah, that's what I'll be doing.
Yeah, it was so fun, mate.
Yeah, and I'll probably be ill that week. Sorry.
When it releases, will you be able to just join a map with like hundreds of other people? There won't be a server that's just got everyone on it, will there?
No. They'll have like servers or layers and stuff. I think GTA 5 was limited to 50.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
On one.
Yeah. But the thing is, if they make the map big enough, the way games and stuff are developed now, you can make maps so big while also hiding details so you can keep the file rate down.
Mm.
You can make a huge map. Like World of Warcraft, for example, has 12,000 people on one map. Yeah. But the map's so big.
What the fuck?
Is that like Fortnite as well? Like there's hundreds of people on those.
I think it's 100 on one map.
100 is capped at 100. Yeah.
But that's like a current game. So surely the new GTA is going to have hundreds of people too.
Well, it could be thousands. Imagine if you base the game off if you base the game off London.
Yeah.
And you did the actual city of London. If you had 100 people on there, you'd never see anyone.
Be empty.
True.
You'd need 10,000 players on the server for it to feel kind of busy, and then NPCs locked in.
God.
It was rumored GTA 6 rumored ages ago to be London. I thought that would be fucking insane.
So sick.
One of them was London, wasn't it? I think it was 1 or 2 or 3. One of the originals was London. But can you imagine, mate? Just like, but the thing is, like, you know the routes. Some of them.
Yeah,
you go down Oxford Street. You know if you turn left, you're going to go over to there because people have gone out to like LA and stuff, and they know like places because they played the game so much.
It was actually based off of real places.
Yeah.
Fun fact, you could find. I think I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure you could find either the exact building where my uncle lived, or the square where my uncle lived.
Wow.
In GTA 4 in New York.
Wow.
Because they based the maps on real life, and you can go to like Santa Monica Pier in GTA 5.
Yeah.
Like
and walk on it, and then go and visit it. So people have gone to LA for the first time, and they know where to go because they've literally driven it 1,000 times.
And like Beverly Hills and Fairfax, the massive like shopping street in LA, like where all like the really wealthy shops are, and like all the designer stores. You can walk down that street in GTA.
You do the jewelry heist there in like one of the first missions. That is one of the best missions as well. It's so good.
But I think the good thing is even though it's been leaked, there's still so much stuff that we don't know. So when the game does come out, it's not like we know everything. So like all these things, like as you say, there could be thousands of people in these lobbies.
I think I heard in the rumor that obviously that this leak is real, that they've based it off 2 maps.
Mm.
What's the other map if one's Vice City?
I'm not sure. To my knowledge, the story splits off into 2, so it's across 2 different locations. I know Vice City is like the main.
Is Vice City a real place?
Miami?
I think it's based on Miami.
It's
Yeah.
Miami, isn't it? Yeah.
But yeah, to be honest, again, there's just so much we don't know.
The best part is like, I just really like the world building and how they just like rag on the real world.
Yeah.
Like, obviously with 5, they're just like ragging on Hollywood and like that LA lifestyle. Imagine this now 10 years later, there's going to be like all these like jokes about like influencer lives and TikTok and all of that like shit they're just ragging on. I think it's going to be so funny.
I just can't wait to
Can't
have
wait.
that feeling again.
It's said that the hacker who did it goes by the name of Teapot and is believed to be an 18-year-old teenager. No other details are known. And they were downloaded from Slack. Teapot Tuber hacker said in one of them on the forum, this means that the threat actor resorted to the same technique, multi-factor authentication bombing, to get past extra security. And he said, the ultimate game appears to be negotiate a deal with the company. I will leak more if Rockstar doesn't pay me. The leaker posted in a message on 4chan.
Wow.
He's like demanding money or he'll post more. Imagine being 18 years old and having that control.
Hackers are crazy, man. And the thing is, he won't go to prison if he gets caught. He'll get offered a job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because if you're good enough to do that.
Yeah.
At 18, mate. I didn't know how to fucking walk backwards when I was 18.
It's interesting that he hacked Slack,
Yeah.
not Rockstar servers.
Oh, because Slack would have been where they're sharing
So yeah, if anything,
files and
if it,
stuff
like,
between teams.
people are going to get bollocked for that.
Yeah.
Like
Wow.
sharing dev conversations in. Well, then I suppose where else would you do it in an online?
I guess someone's obviously shared something they weren't really meant to share.
Well,
Surely.
And it's just got through the cracks.
I don't think it's that. If he's got as much as he says he is, he must have got access to a fucking file sharing system like Google Drive or something. You can upload files to Slack. So he's obviously he hasn't just got access to one message and there's
Yeah.
happened to be a video. By the sounds of it, he's got like gigs and gigs, if not terabytes of stuff.
Mm.
So
That's
it
insane.
all must have been localized somewhere.
Well, maybe
Mad.
it's like someone put a link to a Google Drive and there's just loads of like videos, like dev
Fucking
videos in
hell,
a Google
mate.
Drive. Well, that's all it would take, isn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Jeez.
Soon come
What a
GTA
hype.
6.
Well, there you go, folks. You can join us soon on the GTA 6 servers. Is that what it's called? We'll have an Ottr server.
Yeah, we'll get our own server. Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll pay for it on the Amex.
You pay for servers?
I think if you want to have your own one.
Wow.
I think so. Maybe on PC. We have to get some Ottr PCs, gaming PCs.
Four
for the
gaming
office.
PCs, yeah.
In here.
So sick.
If we buy them this year, we get 30% off
Why?
because of the investment thing you got on the accountancy. Anything you buy on the business that's an investment, you get an additional 30% tax write-off. So basically, everything that has VAT on it is exactly half price. No, sorry, I worked it out. If you spend £1,000 on something that's an investment that has VAT on it, you'll pay roughly £370 for it. in total.
Oh my god.
Are you-
I have no idea what you just said,
Let's
but
get
it
some
sounds
Alienware
great.
PCs. Let's fucking rig them up. GTA 6 is coming and we need to be prepared.
So you get your VAT back because we're a VAT registered company.
Yeah.
At the end of the business year, anything that you do to bring down profit, like buy a camera or something, you get knocked off against corporation tax. Similar to how the cars work. That's another 19%. And then also to help and boost investment during COVID, the government brought out a scheme where you get a further 30% write-off. So that 19% corporation tax make it 49%.
Wow.
So you get
50% off.
So you get if something's £1,000, you get VAT off, which brings it down to like roughly 800 plus another 30%.
Ben, why haven't we got a PS5 for the office
Oh
yet?
my god.
But we get nothing done. I wouldn't know this stuff if we had a games console.
Be constantly downloading new games. Ottr Play series. Put a
Yeah.
comment below if you want us to start that series. We'll happily do it.
We'll just start Twitch streaming. That's it now.
Mate, we'd make so much money.
Twitch streaming from the same room.
Yes.
There's YouTubers who do that, like 4 of them who always
Yeah.
play GTA 5 together, and they get views
I do think it would be hilarious for all of us to jump on like a Warzone game.
and have it all really high production,
Yeah.
cameras
Yeah.
and streaming and everything.
Think how well we could do that.
Dan would get fucking duppied, mate.
I'd have no idea what's going on.
I'd be my sole aim would be to kill Dan constantly.
Yeah, make that happen, Max.
Mate, we could do it. We've got the facilities to do it.
We've got the facilities to do a Twitch stream.
Mate, we could do a fucking good Twitch stream.
You've got to say no, mate, because I'm going to say yes.
Yeah. We'll do it in the evenings. All right,
Mate.
after work.
Done.
We'll get a PS5. We'll get 4 PS5s. We'll stream and then we'll return the PS5s.
Unless we make loads of money, which pays for the PS5s.
Exactly.
That bit is down to you.
Or we just think that was really fun. Let's not return the PS5s.
How do I get round the whole like small inconvenience of like marriage and a baby?
Do you take the
Do it
PS5
before-
home?
Do it before the baby comes.
Bring the baby
I'll
here.
bring the baby. Get 5 PS4s, 5s.
Yes.
Yeah.
Baby plays one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Or just say it's a DVD player. That's how I got my Xbox.
Does
And
it
on
even
that-
have a CD?
Yeah, it can do.
And on that bombshell, thank you for having us.
Thank you for listening.
Nice.
Thank you.